So it was like I was always a soldier, but I was always a boss at the same time. Because I wouldn't mind like, yo, Black will come up to me like, yo, Jeff, you want to make a couple of dollars? You're like, yo, we could go down to Florida. At the end, you got a couple of dollars, or you know what, Jeff, I can't do what you do in the streets. I'm gonna go to Florida. I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna give you the work. At the end, so that's how you was able to move up in ranks in the streets. But to me now it's easier because to me anybody could get $5,000, $6,000.
Yeah, and you could go cop. Yeah,
and then you freelance.
It was harder to cop back then.
Because you not only didn't have to have the money, but you had to be trustworthy enough and know who had it because everybody didn't have it and everybody wouldn't sell it to you.
Yeah, you weren't going on Instagram.
And then
especially in 97, 98.
And remember back then, even if you try, if you had somebody that's already claiming the block, nah, you ain't doing nothing here.
Oh yeah, it's over.
You're not doing nothing.
It's all about that real estate game back then. If
yes.
you had to own real estate to be able to hustle.
Yes. Right now I see a lot of people, they're freelancing. Like you see 10 people on top of each other just trying to hustle you. And you be like, man, I got to hold up. Back in the days, like, nah, I'm regulating.
That's it. Yeah, one spot. One spot for the whole radius, for the whole block radius. One spot. That's it.
So during this era when you are, starting your cannabis entrepreneurship, doing your thing, how is your family looking at the whole cannabis thing? Because Dominican, I know that shit is like está fumando droga.
No. I got the funniest story. I'm pitching on the block. I'm proud of myself. I'm a pitcher. I'm making $500 a week. My mother's checking me out from across the street. Where I'm working at is where I grew up. I was raised at. So nobody's calling the cops because son los muchachos del block. It's the kids from the block. Nobody's calling the cops. So I see my mother. I'm like, yo, man, my mother's checking me out all day over there. And we clock out at 2 in the morning because at 2 in the morning we clock out. Back in the days, I was like, yo, 2 o'clock in the morning, clock out to the clubs.
Yep.
Like, yo, my mother's checking me out. 1:55, I think it was in the morning. What you doing here? I said, nah, I'm just hanging out. No, what do you think? I don't see you all day exchanging. I don't know what the hell you exchanging. Started beating me up. Bang, bang. Like left, right, she became Mike Tyson. I'm like, oh shit. I'm saying in front of everybody. My boy at the time, cute, he was just there laughing. Ya tu sabes. The joke of the block for years to this day still. And you remember when Chef Mom came out here and she just beat him up? That's your mom. You can't get swing back. All you could do is block yourself. To this day, I still, like it was crazy. My mother wasn't having it. And like to this day, she'd be like, damn, if I ever knew all these years you didn't let me sleep for like 20-something years, because mom does. You're on the street.
Yeah.
It's like if I would have known, I would have never bothered you. Because look at you now, you go own a dispensary legally.
Imagínate with the stigma there was.
It was crazy.
People like, especially Dominicans, looked at shit like that shit was like you smoking and selling crack.
I'm like, yo, mom.
That's the way it was looked at back then.
It's true. I'm like, yo, mom, but this is the future. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yo, esto es el futuro. She's like, no, tú eres un criminal. I can't believe it. I give you better morals. And you're like, ¿entiendes? So it's crazy. Y'all both got it, though.
Entonces, José, you never had a run-in with the biggest gang in New York?
Oh, all the time. All the time. I went through the system 26 times, I think it was. And then I never did real time, but 3 days here, 2 days there, 1 day there.
That bullpen therapy?
I went through all that. Yeah.
Like, damn, man, I got 70-something hours almost. Like, I'm about to be, they're going to dismiss my case. Nope. Go upstairs. Like, yo, but just leave me down here. 2 more hours. All I need is 2 more hours.
You out of there. Yeah.
Damn, now you got to go upstairs. I said, damn.
Yeah.
It was tough. Because remember, back then, you'll have like 300 people in the bookings just for weed. Yo, what you got called with? Yo, I had a dime. I had a Dutch. I'm like, what you mean you got a Dutch? I got a Dutch. How many people I saw got arrested just because of having the Dutch and then taken to the precinct, not knowing, because we didn't know much. Yo, bajate los pantalones, strip down right now, right here. What you mean? I want to find that weed you got. I told you I got no weed. Nah, strip down. But we didn't know the law. We didn't know better.
Yeah, they were just doing whatever they wanted.
You go back to the block, like, yo, what they made you do? They took you to the cell. Yeah, they made me strip. You don't know. You're not supposed to do that. I said, what you mean? You're not supposed to get stripped? Nah. You're going through the bookings. You don't get stripped.
What you're going to do? They got you all the way in the corner cell somewhere, and there's 3 6-foot dogs looking at you like, yo, fam.
Nah,
They did it so much. They made it normal. Like everybody thought it was normal.
It was normal. To me, I thought it was normal. I seen the first 10 people before me. Like, okay, you gotta go in there, bajate los pantalones, cough. Nothing came out. All right, go get out of here. Go
and
back.
They was locking everybody up for weed at an alarming rate. Like it was a joke.
It was crazy.
I remember the time when they used to post up like there was the pitcher and the manager.
Yeah.
Go in the building. Go in the building. Go in the building.
To rack everybody up.
20 people. All right, fill the band up. Yo, come back again. But by them doing that, it was actually trying to destroy the blocks, trying to destroy the business. Because you go to a block and you like, damn, they just saw you to go to the building and you see 20 people lined up in handcuffs like, damn, I ain't never going back over there. Pero when you had the good weed, people were still coming back. They'll complain like, I ain't coming back, but they were still coming back. Still getting arrested, but still come back.
What's the craziest thing you saw in that era when it came to like a crazy flow or anything, like, you know, so give people a vision of what kind of action was happening back then up there as far as like
seeing you bring 100 pounds, seeing you bring another 100 pounds, see me bringing 100 pounds, like, yo, how the hell are we gonna get rid of this piece? And they were moving.
Type of shit.
Like, it was moving.
At
like,
what price? Because that's another thing. You know, I
know.
wasn't the same price right now. What was the prices back then?
Well, from 92 to 97, we're talking about the $6,000 for a pound. But then again,
easy.
You as the
maybe more
easy. You being nice.
But then you being the owner of the block, you back in the dime when people was complaining. The dime was only 3 to 4 lines, not even a half a grand. $12,000 backed up. You was buying the P at $6,000 because like, yo, if I sell a P, I'm generating.
I was paying even more than that sometimes.
Yeah, even 7 8. I got to pay $7,200.
Yeah, bro.
That's what we saying.
What about those droughts?
I miss those droughts. Well, and you know what's crazy?
But people don't know what a drought is because that don't happen no more. Tell them what happens in a drought in the summer.
And the drought is like there's no weed to be found. I'm going to Ramon's block because yo, let me buy you a bundles. Mm-hmm. What you mean? Like I need to stay open.
Right.
I cannot be a day closed. Like, how many bundles will you sell me? Like, yo, I can only sell you tanto bundles because then I'm gonna be closed.
I'm gonna be closed.
So and then trying to get peas at 700-800. That's when you already know. Yeah. I'm buying peas at 700-800. Them dimes is 3 lines. I don't want to see a dime back half a gram because no way you're gonna
3 lines of a gram.
3 lines.
0.3 of a gram.
0.3.
It's crazy.
Easy though.
Easy.
Easy.
And then if the weed was fluffy, $14,000 a pound. It was retail. ¿Tú entiendes? So people wanted to, you know, you was able to really survive. Like between
people was running through those pounds at those numbers in dimes and 20s.
Yes.
Running at a rapid rate.
Dimes and 20s. Lines around the corner.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
No internet. How did people know this, right? Because that's the whole thing. How did people know, right? Because it was crazy. Like we spoke about this before. And I include me in this. We chase, and as a consumer, we chase whatever block had the fire. It don't matter what it was. That shit kind of like took you to whatever. And I'm from 156, 157. So, and we always had the fire there since like 96, 97. But I still chased whatever else. Yeah, because somebody else got a different batch or a better batch. The fresh batch, something, you know what I mean? Now that I know a little bit more, but you just chased whoever got the fire, fam.
It was.
That's what it was.
So basically, if you was able to get work in September,
By the way, you haven't mentioned this is only one straight of weed this whole time.
Haze.
Just haze.
That's it.
I was only haze. And then back then, Post had the pellets too.
The pellets.
The blue bags. Don't the end. So people, I could imagine, like, going back to what you said, people from Connecticut, from different states. I want the blue bag. I want the haze. I want the purple haze. So it's like you said, like no internet, no really
nothing. They heard and just came.
And people was making millions of dollars on blocks.
Millions of dollars?
And on blocks.
In dimes and 20s.
In dimes and 20s only. And then they came when ounces really came out was when everybody, it was
because at the beginning they wasn't selling no ounces.
No, hell no. Because that's how you locked the game. It was strictly dimes and 20s. So when the game got crazy was when you found out about Miami. You found out about Miami. I found out about Miami. Now you got 100. I got 100. You got 100. Yo, ¿qué vamos a hacer con toda esta hierba? What are we going to do with all these weed? Yo, let's sell ounces. What price? $450, $500, $600 an ounce.
Crazy.
So I remember going to 145th, right, in 7th Ave to some Jamaicans. Back in the days, the Jamaicans, they didn't care. They'll take 10, 20 people in one apartment and serve everybody half an ounce, a pound, whatever.
For sure.
I remember I'm in the line in 98. I'm in the line waiting to buy a half a pound or a pound at the time. I don't remember right, but I remember it was half a pound or a pound because we still had nicks on the block, you know, for the haraka. Because it faded, but it wasn't fading too fast.
No,
like,
it was
still needed. There was that $5 customer was still there.
People were still smoking. Even to this day, I see people smoking nicks now, but I see people smoking nicks of whatever decent weed there is. Por exotic, but decent weed. But back then, you still was able to sell haraka. Still have haze and have haraka on your block.
Oh, as always.
So I remember I'm in the line, and I'm like, damn, there's a whole bunch of customers. I'm like, yo, I got cool with the Jamaicans. Like, you don't mind if I tell people I got ounces? I was like, what? A haze? You know I got haze. He's like, go ahead. I said, yo, everybody, I got ounces of haze for $500. Everybody looked at me like, yo, you crazy or something? I'm buying a pound for $500 right here. I'm like, yo, I'm talking, I got haze. And then showing them like, yo, look. We had, my block, we had triangle bags, right?
Triangle bags.
So we had we had the triangle bag. I'm like, look. And it's like, yo, I look crazy. Are you crazy? I'm paying $500 for no half an ounce or an ounce. But, you know, then you go uptown, people was paying for it.
Easy.
And then I'm talking about we getting rid of in ounces, 3 pounds a day, even 5 pounds a day, just freaking ounces. Mind you, the block is still doing its number, doing a pound a day in dimes and 20. So they would like back then. That's what I understand. When I look at the government, to me, it gets a little bit complicated. Coming from the illegal market to seeing what's going on now with the legal market. I was like, damn, but they taking away all this food from people that was actually for years, 20 years, 30 years. I know people that sell weed for 40 years. Old man, they're older than me, still selling. So it's kind of, they took that away from the public. Like, yo, y'all was surviving so long, now we taking it back. So it's like, to me, I'm still like, all right, I'm legal.
It's the gift, isn't the gift and the curse too.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm legal. It's like, you know, but then I see it. I see myself still. When I see people on the streets, I be like, damn, that was me. Like, damn, that's just being taken away from them. So then at the same time, it's like, damn, I'm benefit from it now, but I got complicated for me.